Hey you guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Tony, and if you're not new here, my name is still Tony, and welcome back. At the end of episode 8 of season 1 of the Fallout TV show, we see McClane making his way to New Vegas from California, and this is subliminally important to fans, especially if you're partial to New Vegas, because it kind of hints at what we've already been saying, that Fallout New Vegas should have been given the title of Fallout 3, and Fallout 3 should have been something like Fallout Capital Wasteland. That would have been a more appropriate title. Fallout New Vegas really felt like a continuation of the story from Fallout 2 to Fallout New Vegas. We're seeing an expansion of the NCR 40 years after Fallout 2, which takes place in 2241. In 1, we see Tandi, the daughter of Aradesh, the leader of Shady Sands, and then in 2, Shady Sands has become the NCR led by President Tandi. In Fallout New Vegas, President Tandi is memorialized on a $100 NCR bill. Even Lieutenant Boyd talks about how President Tandi's restrictions are still in place, and that's kind of why she can't rough up Lucious the way she wants to. Even though the NCR has expanded to New Vegas, it's a realistic bunch of troops that are there, having an embassy on the strip, different outposts, and there's even a setup for the NCR squatters to get free food there exclusively. And they're having a bit of a hard time fending off the Legion, even though they're better equipped. I think that really is a testament to they've expanded, but it's realistic to the scarcity of the humans that are still available in post-apocalyptia. Now, with my true eyesight, I did happen to see 2 characters that made their return from Fallout 2 to New Vegas. Those 2 characters being Marcus and Doc Henry. Marcus the sheriff is in New Vegas and it's perfect. He's a leader, he's a helper, and he sought to keep the dum-dums and the humans safe, not separate, but together in a tolerated space. In Broken Hills, we saw mutants and humans living together, and even though there was some bigots that wanted to oust them, predominantly the feelings of having mutants in the settlement was well received, as it was being offered as top-tier protection. I mean, would you try to take over a town that's being guarded by a bunch of super mutants? I ain't think so. He packed up a bunch of mutants and they headed for the snowy mountaintops of New Vegas. But it's not just him. Doc Henry is also there. He's the same Doc Henry from the NCR, and he's still very much interested in studying super mutants and cybernetic canine engineering.
Ooh, you must know a lot about the Nightkin, seeing as how you are one.
You heard that too, right? Anyway. The inclusion of making the Nightkin suffer some effects is a great way to continue the story and show that they had a significant understanding of the lore of the Nightkin from Fallout 1. Not every mutant was dubbed a Nightkin, and so not every mutant was used in Stealth Boys. I genuinely appreciated that they gave specific attention to this race of mutant. Even the followers of the apocalypse are there. We first saw these people in Fallout 1 in the Boneyard. Caesar even explains that his mother was a follower and he grew up in the Boneyard. Fallout New Vegas is similar to Fallout 2. The character isn't a vault dweller, but instead a person who has lived in the post-apocalyptic desert. The main focus isn't vault tech, but instead we're focused on the powers that exist and the dark aftermath of the devastation of total nuclear annihilation, and how humanity continues to rebuild and evolve. Even in Fallout New Vegas, the DLC content, we have the armored Vault 13 jumpsuit and the Vault 13 canteen. So that means that after Vault 13 residents got out, they went on an expedition that led them to where? New Vegas. With Fallout 3, it would have made more sense to name the game Fallout Capital Wasteland because the story was very independent of the previous Fallout. I love the fact that we can see the continuation of the Enclave now led by President John Henry Eden, and the Deathclaws have 9 control pieces because they got a little bit too smart for their own good. That's the only real influence on this game that we see from the West Coast. Everything else in this game is independent, from the super mutants created at Vault 87 to the fire ants created by Dr. Lesko, even the Raiders. All of them are very independent. They're homegrown. I'm hoping that since we obviously know that we're going to New Vegas in season 2 of the show, we'll probably be making a grand return in the video games to New Vegas. How they're going to do that though, I'm hoping that they don't make the events that happen in New Vegas non-canon, because in the show we saw the fall of Shady Sands and it happened in 2277. Even in the show we didn't really see any NCR troops, so even though it's just the fall of Shady Sands, it seems like they kind of killed off the NCR a little bit too early, because New Vegas takes place in 2281. But we'll just have to see what happens. Well, that's the video, you guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I always look at y'all perspectives on this thing. I love interacting with you guys on this. And until then, you guys, stay away from the gringo. It makes your little weak bodies fall apart. Maybe that's why y'all so irritable all the time. Whatever. I'll catch you in the next video. Bye.
Death is a preferable alternative to communism.
Marcus don't even be knowing what he talking about. Like, you're dumb just like the rest of them. I will better fix my doggone robot. I know that much.